Colleagues, if you've been to Northern Kentucky recently, and I know a lot of you have because you tell me when you come up there, which I'm grateful for, then you know that the Northern Kentucky Greater Cincinnati region is like a foodie haven. We have amazing restaurants up there. It's a really big tourist draw for us. If you've been around for a while, then you may remember the Masonette. The Masonette was the fanciest restaurant in downtown Cincinnati. And when I was 15, my daddy promised that if I was a good girl, I'd get to go there for my 16th birthday, and it was magical. And part of the reason it was so magical was because of people like the person I would like to recognize today. Would the clerk please report legislative citation number 7?
Citation 7, Representative Roberts. Citation of adjournment. The House of Representatives of the Commonwealth of Kentucky does hereby adjourn this legislative day in loving memory and honor of Jean-Robert de Cavel.
Lady from Campbell.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, your voice is always fantastic, so forgive me for correcting you. Jean-Robert was an amazing friend and chef, and he happened to be my neighbor. He was a chef de cuisine at Masonette when I was in my teens, and that restaurant, as I mentioned, was so amazing that when I first got my first waitressing job, my dream was to get to wait tables there so I could learn from him and, of course, eat his food at an affordable price. Jean-Robert went on to open some of the most famous restaurants in the greater Cincinnati and northern Kentucky area, including Pigaul's, Lavomatic, the Masonette, where he was the chef de cuisine, and some of his restaurants are still open, like Bar Le Boeuf and the French Crest Cafe. As my neighbor, when I first moved into my neighborhood, we have a block party and everyone brings its potluck. And because Jean-Robert lived in our neighborhood, that potluck was off the hook. People were so nervous and wanted to keep up with Jean-Robert. It was one of the greatest parts of our neighborhood and our traditions there. So it's a huge loss to me personally. It's a huge loss to my friend Annette, who is his wife, to his loving daughter Letitia, and to everyone in the greater Cincinnati area, and especially to the very tight-knit restaurant community. So I hope you'll all join me in recognizing this amazing man, and I ask the clerk to report the to adopt the citation. Thank you.
Without objection, so ordered.